Alright, so here is a piece that I've already started working on. I'm going to finish part of the top part of the head, and then I will start doing the shading and the points where they meet, and then, detailing, and finish it up. So, yeah, here we go. Get my mask and everything on here, and we shall get her done. Yeah, because this is pretty dusty stuff. When I can't use my water drip system because I haven't been able to set it up yet, it gets pretty dusty. Here we go. I hope everybody can see well. I'm trying to get a new camera set up, but gotta wait. Hope everybody's having a great day. Really nice day here. I think it's going to be a hot one today. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going a little deep. So I'm creating my, if you can see on this side, it's got the, so on this side it's got the curly Q right there. So when you engrave it, you kind of lose that. So what I'm doing is I'm carving it out here. So I'm creating that indentation. So when I go over it and I do my polishing or detailing, it'll leave that there, so you'll actually see it when I do my detailing part. There'll be more to it, don't worry. But when you go over and you go slow, it carves deeper into the glass and gives it the definition. Now if you look at the size of the bit, that's the thickness of the line that you're going to get in the carving. So when you go slow, that's how deep you're going to get. So the line is going to be that wide. See how that, see where that's the width of that? This is essentially supposed to look like a marble carving, essentially. And the original drawing sort of looks like a marble carving would be. And that's what I'm going to attempt. To keep that essence in the design here. Alright, well, I'm going to continue on with this a little bit. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch the whole thing, and I don't know yet how to speed through everything, so I'm going to pause this for the moment, and I'll come back periodically and show you what steps I've done next, okay? So hang tight, everyone. Okay, so I stopped here for a second. I'm staying away from these lines right here and right here because they are clearly like these here. Then just getting right up close to them, but I'm not on them because I don't want to lose where I'm at in the design pattern here, where it shows these here. Because if I get too close, I'll lose that. See, until I can actually detail it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'll go through and I'll do it, and I'll go deep on it, and then I will come in with my buffer, and then I'll smooth it out so that I can see my line marcations, and then I'll do the next step next to it. So this is going to be a step-by-step process to keep all these lines. That way I don't lose them. That's the hard part about doing this kind of work, because they're right on top of each other, and because the technique, the way it's supposed to look like a marble carving piece, so that it looks like it's carved out, see, very much like this here. When I buff it out, as you'll see, same thing that's going to happen here. I have to do each one individual. So let me set up my buffer and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'll be right back. All right. So I have put on my blue buffer. It's actually a jewelry buffing tip. This is my attachment so I can use it on the micromotor. Because this bit doesn't fit inside the micromotor base, so I have to make an adjustment. So anyway, otherwise I'd be using my big beefy Dremel, and it's really loud. So we're gonna do this, and I didn't realize that I had started here and here and it was not recording. My apologies. So anyway, I'm going to continue on, and here we go. Oh, I also turned down the speed because with these you do not want to go very fast. You'll spin out the entire, you'll spin it off really quick, and that's not fun. So you're just going to go over the line, and you don't have to press hard, you just let the tool do the work. And just buff over it. And it does leave some of the blue on there, of course. You're going to run your bit down, that's just how it works. Because it's like a, kind of like a rubber, but it's got like a buffing compound into it. It's how it's shaped. So I rub it with a little bit of alcohol on my paper towel, and I look at it, see if I want to do a little bit more. I think this side needs a little bit more. But you can tell where I went deep in my line when I made that mark. It's going to leave that, it's going to leave those lines for me so that I can, one, see the line, and two, it creates the shading on the opposite sides of it. That's what creates the image that I'm looking for. In this particular instance, now these tools are definitely used in different ways for different purposes, but that's how I want this to look at this point. Now I'll go ahead and go over this one so you can see how it's going to look. And I think also on this one I might use my black buffer, which might give it a little bit more of a better definition. The black, there are different colors, and the black one is a little bit more aggressive on the glass. It clears it out just a little bit more. So basically what it's doing is it's polishing it back down to a clear color, so to speak. So bring this up to the camera so you can see it a little bit better. See how that's giving that a little bit of a, like a carving look. So that's what that will do for that. So what this is doing here and here, I'm going to have to do my engraving and then buff it out on each side of the line. Do my engraving and then buff it out. Do my engraving and then buff it out. Do my engraving and then buff it out. And all the way on each feather line. And same thing in here, here, and in all of this. So that way I don't lose the lines, I don't lose the shape. Plus that, if you notice, the helmet basically is a round curvature, and these are supposed to have that, you know, there's demarcations and curves in there. So I'm going to try to get that appearance on a flat surface. So that is what I'm going to try to do, but we're going to get these in here first. That way I've got all of my lines and separations and I don't lose them in the process. Then I'll work on the details of the curves and the shading. So we're going to do that and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got it to where it is all engraved and carved. And right now I've got it set pretty well to where I've taken the, I decided to use the black eraser bit, and I have buffed it down. I'm going to go over it a little bit more and darken some of these areas, like right in here for the most part, and in here. I'm going to go under these wings some more, and then I'll go over them and I'll carve the feather lines, I think, a little bit, and then I'll just shade out or highlight some of the helmet and a few details, and then I'm done. So I'm going to do that a little bit because the video is already at 15 minutes and I don't want to be too much longer, so hopefully I don't go into have to do a part 2 here. I'm going to do this up real quick, just a few little tidbits to show you where I'm at, and continue with this. So a little bit more to show you. The longer you run the tool on the glass, see, it gets darker. That's because it's polishing the glass back down. Can you see that? Where it's getting darker. See the difference from each side? The longer I hold it there, the more it'll buff the glass back down. Now, it won't be perfectly clear. It'll still have a haze to it, but I could get it to be almost clear again if I really wanted to. Anyway, so I'm going to do this a little bit more. And then detail some of the wings with feather lines, and I will come back when it's finished. That way we're not taking too long in the video. I'll be back. Okay, so we buff it all out to basically where it's somewhat dark, and then I go back in and I start highlighting it so that where it should be light, and then blend it through. So it's a process, you know. I'm gonna scratch up the glass, buff it down, scratch it up some more. But that's how you make it look pretty. Well, okay, in this case, you make it look handsome. Or awesome, however you want to look at it. You build it up to tear it down to build it back up again. Wait, isn't that what the military does? Okay, well that works too. However, the description works for you, works for me. As long as you like it. And if you don't like it, well, then don't look at it. I don't care. But I make other things too, not just this. I do roses, and I do pet memorials. I've taken photographs and put them on a plate or a flat piece of glass. I've done a lot of those. Wish I had all of my photographs. They pretty well A lot of them have gotten destroyed, but this is called Starting Over. Career, starting over. Or starting again. Yeah. Starting again. Anyway, so that's what I do, and I'll do that until it looks right, and we'll get it finished, and then she'll be done, good to go, and it'll be up for sale at the show that I'm doing at the Pirate and Viking Summer Bash on the 20th and 21st of this month in Albuquerque, New Mexico at Edgewood. Hope to see you guys there. And if not, you want to order one, just give me a ring, send me a message, whatever you want to do. Give me a holler, and remember, it's Miracle Made. Have a good day.